Prayer to Srimad Bhagavatam. Sarvasastradvi Piyusha, Sarvavedaika Satphala, Sarvasiddhantaratnadya, Sarvalokaika Drikprita, Sarva Bhagavada Prana, Srimad Bhagavada Prabho, Kali Dvandoditaditya, Sri Krishna Parivartita, Paramananda Pataya, Prema Vakshaksharayate, Sarvada Sarvasevyaya, Sri Krishnaya Namostume, Matheka Bando, Matsangin, Madgoro, Manmahadana, मन्निस्तारक मद्भाग्य मदानंद नमोस्तुते असाधु साधु ददाइन अधिनोचताकरा आना मुंच कदाचिन मां प्रेमना हृत्कंठयोस्पुरा. Translation. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures, you are the most prominent transcendental fruit of the Vedas and are enriched with the jewels of all philosophical conclusions. You grant spiritual vision to all people of the world and are very life breath of the Vaishnava devotees. O Lord, you are the sun which has arisen to dispel the darkness of Kali Yuga. Actually, you are Lord Krishna who has returned among us. O Srimad Bhagavatam, I offer my humble obeisances unto you. By your recitation, one attains transcendental bliss because your syllables shower down pure love of God. You are to be served by everyone, for always you are an incarnation of Lord Krishna. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, companion, and teacher, O my great wealth and deliverer, O my good fortune and bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O bestower of saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of the most fallen, please never leave me. Accompanied by pure love for Krishna, please manifest yourself in my heart and throat. One more prayer from Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhutair mahadbir yayimam puro vibho निर्माय चेते यतमूष पुरुषः भुङ्क्ते गुणान् षोडश षोडशात्मक सोऽलङ्कृशिष्ट भगवान् वचांसि मे. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who enlivens materially created bodies of the elements by lying down within the universe, and who in his Purusha incarnation causes the living being to be subjected to the 16 divisions of material modes which are his generator, be pleased to decorate my statements. So now we are in 8th canto, chapter 17, verse 8. So before going to the verse, this prayer is done by Aditi, Mother Aditi. Here it is mentioned Goddess Aditi. Before going to the prayer, we will see where we are, right? We have just now completed the milk ocean pastime, churning of milk ocean. And the demigods were blessed by the Supreme Lord. So he took many wonderful forms in this pastime. Now again, one more incarnation, one more nice pastime is going to come here. So now again, due to Indra's mistakes, Indra again makes mistakes. When Indra again and again makes some mistake, when he makes mistakes, then he loses the kingdom. So Bali Maharaj, grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, due to his piety and good time and bad times are common in material world. So Bali Maharaj conquered all the three worlds, upper, middle, and lower. So now all the demigods disappeared from their positions. Indra is not there, Chandra is not there, because everything is taken by Bali Maharaj. Now Mother Aditi, the mother of demigods, the demons and the demigods have the same father. But mothers are different. So it's said that that's also, sometimes it is said that father is okay, mother also should be perfect to produce Krishna conscious children. Many times it is said also the seed is important. Also equally, both are equally important. Sometimes we see the Mother is demonic, the children are demonic. If the father is demonic, the children are demonic. So, but here, this is universal affair. So many reasons are there behind. We cannot say. But Kashyap is a powerful rishi, is a saintly person. But due to the demonic wives and their tendencies, he also produced demons because the Kashyap is Prajapati. Prajapati means progenitors of this universe, material universe. They produce population, they increase the population of the world. Now, coming to this situation, Mother Goddess Aditi means the demigods are also called as Devi Devatas. So Mother Aditi was very, very, very upset. In depression, you can see because all her children have no position. So they all went away. I don't know where she couldn't see them all. All of them are hiding themselves. So Mother Aditi was very, very much in depression. After a long meditation, Kashyap Rishi returned to ashram. And he could see that Aditi was very upset. So now these things are in the previous chapters. So I'm just giving you where we are. Then Kashyap Rishi, he was guiding Aditi in the matter of how the material world is, how it is acting. So he's guiding her. But Aditi is not pacified. Women, no. Self-realization for women is very difficult. That's why it is said that, you do your Stri Dharma and, undergo your Varnashram and then gradually you elevate yourself. Aditi, because she is having deep attachment with the children, and she is not pacified with counseling of Kashyap, her husband. He says in this material world, the material opulence are given and taken back. Ups and downs will be there. One need to tolerate all these things. Matra sparshast kaunteya, sideshna sukha dukkada, agama bhaino nitya, stam sthiti shashva bharata, Krishna says to Arjuna. So, but Mother Aditi was not pacified by these spiritual counseling. Then Kashyap decided, okay, she was asking for, how we can solve the problem now. How we can solve this problem. Now, my sons should regain their kingdoms. So I want to, do something, I want to pray to the Supreme Lord. Then, now, husband is a rishi, right? So he became a guru to her, to Aditi. Okay. Are you ready for tapasya? Will you do some austerity? Yes. Yes. See, in this material world, material world is designed in such a way that unless you give, you cannot take. Unless you work hard, you cannot get back. Unless you act, unless you do something, nothing is given you back. So when we don't get something in this material world, we lament, right? We lament, but we should understand that we didn't give in the previous, so we may not get. Even though sometimes we work hard, we may work hard, but we may not get. The material universe is made like that, It is a complicated system. So now Kashyap Rishi is guiding Aditi that, you do some tapasya, okay? You do some special prayers to the Supreme Lord. So the material in this material world, if you want something, you can approach the Supreme Lord. Chaturvida bhajantema. If you want something, you can approach the Lord. You can approach the demigods even. But if it is there in your fate, then you may get. If it is not there, you may not get it. But now these demigods are dear to Krishna. They are dear because they are the administrators of this material world. So Krishna definitely likes them because they always depend on them. Though they are called as mixed devotees, they are not pure devotees, they are mixed devotees, but they always depend on Supreme Lord. So now Aditi's husband, Rishi, designed a package for her. Okay, now you invoke the mercy of the Supreme Lord. Okay. So Aditi was instructed by her husband to perform a virat. Virat means vow for 15 days. It's 12 days, sorry, 12 days, which is called as Payo Vrat. Payo means milk, fasting only on milk. So the methods how to fast, all these things are described here. He also acted as our guru. So anything if we do, we need to have the guidance of the, especially in this spiritual line, you need to take the permission from the spiritual master and guidance also. You see, Dhruva Maharaj became successful. Uh, Prahlad Maharaj became successful. Their success uh, is because of their guidance from the Guru, their Guru. So here, Kashyap Muni is acting as a guiding spiritual master. So now he told her, okay, you fast for 12 days. A particular day, it is Falguni Mas. They say that it comes from February to March, maybe the same period. February to March, Falguna Masa, it is coming, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in Falguni. And starting from full moon, I don't know, somewhere, like Tithis are mentioned here. So this Virat is, Payovrat is suggested, even if somebody doesn't have children, they can do this. And I heard in ISKCON history that one Mataji performed this and got some nice boy, child. According to our Guru Maharaj's instruction. 15 days one should fast only in milk. And, every day you have to perform Abhishek and Archana to the Supreme Lord, chant the holy name of the Lord. Kashyap Muni gave this mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, to Aditi, and she was chanting continuously that mantra and fasting with water, lying down on the floor, taking the mud, wherever the pig, lie down or was standing there, she has to go and take the mud from that place and then apply on the body and then take bath in a holy river. So that means that they should live near to a holy place, holy river, maybe Ganges, Yamuna, like that. So she was doing all these things strictly and worshipping the Supreme Lord, feeding the Brahmanas. And end of the vow, after 12th day, the 13th day also, she cooked nicely and fed the Brahmanas and many things she has performed. When she performed such a big austerity with full focus on the Supreme Lord, because this is not going to be an ordinary thing, because she is invoking the mercy of the Lord appeared. See, there are clear instruction in the Shastra. If you want to meet the Supreme Lord, the Guru is guiding. You chant the mantra, perform the sadhana bhakti system, and then in 12 days, 13th day, Lord appeared. Amazing, right? So Lord appeared because she was intensely, in a determined way, perfectly following the thing which is given to her. So Lord appeared before her. Then Aditi was praying. Now this is the time she couldn't pray because imagine if Supreme Personality of Godhead is in front of you. Like Dhruv Maharaj couldn't speak when Lord appeared. He was a small boy. Then that intelligence also given by the Supreme Lord. Then Lord touched him with the conch. You can see in many devotees' lives that they, when they see the Lord in person, they cannot speak or they cannot recite any prayer. Now, Aditi's condition was also like that, you know. She performed very nicely and Lord came here. For demigods, they often they see the Supreme Lord. Often they don't see the Supreme Lord also because sometimes he appears, sometimes he doesn't appear. Only they can listen to his voice. But here, fortunately, Aditi, taking darshan of the Supreme Lord, she is Deva Mata. Hmm. Now, before she gives the prayer, Lord, see, now three only she has recited the three verses here, which we are going to see. But after that, what is happening that I'm narrating now, and then we will go into next prayer. So now Aditi is reciting nice prayers to the Supreme Lord after coming out of the spiritual ecstasy. Then the Lord promises her that he will become her son. That Lord, the Supreme Lord, became the younger brother of Indra, that is Upendra. Here we are going to see Vamanadev here. So the other pastimes we will continue. Who is best? Indra is best or Bali Maharaj is best? For whom Vaman? It appears that Vamanadeva appear here to solve the problems of demigods, but actually he is in favor of Bali Maharaj. So we will see, discuss, nice sweet pastime is yet to come. We'll see that. Now we will go into the prayer of Aditi, how she is praying. Okay. So the question arises again. So we should ask only, we should not ask for anything material. What is the answer here? So I already explained that demigods are in the universal affairs. Though they are in universal affairs, they depend completely on the Supreme Lord. If you see the non-devotees, the materialistic people, the demonic mentality people, they don't depend on the Supreme Lord. They think that it is by their own power, by their own hard work, they achieved all these things. But demigods are opposite to demons. They are given a big opulence, but they don't forget the Supreme Lord. They always depend for any problems. They always depend on the Supreme Lord. So that makes the difference that they are devotees. Demigods are definitely devotees. So they approach time to time the Supreme Lord and ask for his help. So though our sampradaya teaches us pure devotional service, many times devotees approach us, what to do if we, face material difficulties. So depend on Krishna and recite nice prayers to him. Then the Supreme Lord will either give us the tolerance to face the problem or solve the problem. So we give this is full surrender. If the problem is not solved, the devotee is not upset, but at least he crossed the problem. The difficult situation is faced. Okay, so they crossed it, or it may be solved by the Supreme Lord in an unexpected way. You may not expect how he is going to solve. He is going to solve. Okay. So now Aditi followed a fantastic method. Aditi, she followed the Guru's instruction. So now, beautifully she is praying. Only 3 prayers, but very beautiful prayers. So here, Goddess Aditi said, O Master and enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremonies, O infallible and most famous person, whose name, when chanted, spreads all good fortune. So, in prayer itself, she has mentioned what is her requirement. For that, I remember one example that if a friend comes to you and say that, Mataji, your sari is very beautiful. Where did you get it? It is so nice. How nice it is. Like that, if somebody inquires, what do you say? If you are the correct person, you say, please take the sari if you don't mind, right? So here she's saying that by chanting your name, when your name is chanted, uh, it spreads all good fortune. So that means I am not in good fortune. See, I'm lamenting, I'm crying. My sons are jobless now. My sons have no positions now. So please, by chanting your name, good fortune will come. Oh, original Supreme Personality of Godhead, Supreme Controller, shelter of all holy places. You are the shelter of poor, suffering, living entities, and you have appeared to diminish their suffering. Please be kind to us and spread our good fortune. Openly, she's asking. We lost our good fortune now. So here, see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, our Guru Parampara, taught us to achieve the Krishna Prema. In Krishna Prema, we get the connection with the Supreme Lord as friend, as lover, as mother, father, like that. But here, Aditi no worships. It's a Samanya Rasa. She worships with awe and reverence, and she considered him as a supreme controller. In such situations, only Vishnu appears. Here, Vishnu only appeared, not Krishna. The prayer is definitely for Vishnu. She says supreme controller. Who is supreme controller? Krishna. Vishnu. Controlling these things, Krishna never comes in. Krishna is only doing sweet pastimes. Killing, and the killing demon is only Vishnu form. Sudarshan Chakra, Chang, Chakra, Gada, all these things are the paraphernalia of Vishnu. So she is praying to Supreme Controller, Lord Vishnu. The word you see, original Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even again, I'm making a stressful point, you can do anything and everything. That is also there in the prayer. You can do. It's possible for you. It's not possible for us. But it is possible for your holy name. When your holy name is chanted, all good fortune. That's why ISKCON is all having good fortune of, you cannot see anyone in ISKCON as very poor or they don't have anything. Right? I am not. See? Krishna somehow arranges the one who chant the holy name and eat prasadam. The basic necessities are 100% given. Means they are given. I haven't seen any devotees struggling to have food, shelter, and clothing. Even the very, very poor conditioned people now especially in Mayapur, I see that their basics are fulfilled. It's not that they are flying in flights, but the minimum things to run our life is very much needed, right? If that itself is difficult, then it's difficult for a person to do devotional service in a peaceful mind. One can do. We are seeing that bhakti is independent. It is not dependent on this material wealth and comforts. It is not dependent on these things. But people like us, we need the basics, right? People like Aditi, they need higher things. Higher things like, high material opulence. They are the administrators of this material universe. So when they lose it, they pray for it. Okay. And now, second verse, ninth verse. My Lord, You are the all-pervading universal form, the fully independent creator, maintainer, and destroyer of this universe. Although you engage your energy in matter, you are always situated in your original form and never fall from your position. Never fall from that position. For your knowledge is infallible and always suitable to any situation. You are never bewildered by illusion. O my Lord, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto you. So, anyone, Prabhupada is writing here, the perfect, anyone who wants to, anyone trying to become fully Krishna conscious must know Lord's glories as far as possible. They are possible to understand. So, Aditi is hinting their glories. So, see, when you relate with the Supreme Lord, when you approach the Supreme Lord, you should know how great He is. So, according to your capacity, we don't know how great He is in reality. We know theoretically, or we know to some extent, because we are in a tiny world, a tiny body. Our understanding capacity is very, very less. To understand a small one word in Bhagavatam maybe takes lifetimes. Krishna is very merciful. He has given us the essence. So now Aditi definitely know to some extent, but Prabhupada is saying that one have to glorify the Supreme Lord as much as they understood. So Aditi is doing her prayers like this. So she says that you are fully independent. You are all pervading universal form. You are everywhere. Krishna is everywhere in the form of Brahman. And he is not directly involved in the material affairs, but the energy of the Supreme Lord is involved. But still, everything is under his control. Everything is under his control. And he never fall from his position. He's Achyuta. He doesn't come like us. He doesn't suffer like us. So, in any situation, if we understand about you, the knowledge of you, your knowledge is infallible. You see, Bhagavatam is infallible. So if the material things, material knowledge, they come and go. Like newspaper, if you see now. Today one news. Then after reading today's news, the newspaper is not at all useful, right? But the Supreme Lord's Gyan, we say Gyan, knowledge, is infallible. It is evergreen. Always you can relish. Always it is useful. Always glorious. So I know you like this much. I know the Supreme Lord. So that is giving me, that is giving me the bliss. So any situation, if we understand the philosophy, see, we may go up and down in this material world. But if we understand the Krishna conscious philosophy, then we will be steady. So in any situation, that's why Aditi surrendered to the Supreme Lord. Now, they don't have anything. Yesterday, we are the rulers of the whole universe. Today, we are beggars. She also mentioned in the previous prayer that, you are the Lord of the poor. So that means she understood that. Yesterday, we were rich. Today, I am poor. May happen. We should be ready to face all these things. Material world will take us up and down, up and down. But intelligently, now our Aditi is praying. She understood. She knows. She surrenders. And in the third verse, we'll see how she is praying. O unlimited one, if your lordship is satisfied, one can very easily obtain a lifetime as long as that of Lord Brahma. A body either in the upper, lower, or middle planetary system. Unlimited material opulence, religion, economic development, and satisfaction of the senses, full transcendental knowledge, and the 8 yogic perfection. What to speak of such petty achievements as conquering one's rivals? Now, her prayer is clearly indicating that, my sons lost everything. Now, you please bestow the mercy so that we regain it. Our Guru Parampara teaches us that we are not supposed to pray like this. Like, Andadipatiye Namaha, Shurasatruve Namaha. Andadipatiye Namaha means you are the owner of this. Your Pati means owner of this Anda, means universe. Asura Shatruve Namaha means you are the enemy of demons. Means what is the prayer meaning? That, you have this Anda, you have this universe, give me that universe. You are enemy of demons. You please, take in charge of these demons so that they don't disturb us. But in the universal affairs, God is here, this Aditi's duty. Krishna has assigned her some duty, like you become the mother of demigods. So when suffering comes, they have to surrender to the Supreme Lord. Now that's how the material world is designed. Suffering is given, you surrender to Supreme Lord. Maya will come and slap. Then we say, oh, we remember Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna. We surrender to Krishna. Sometimes the suffering is so much that, we intensify our devotion. If Aditi is very comfortable, as before, Indra is mother, she is Deva Mata, so high position, nice. Where this Payavrata would have come. So Krishna, okay, time to time the Supreme Lord arranges even testing for the demigods. Okay, now you are not doing any devotion. I will, through my agent Maya, I will give you a big slap, then you surrender again. So time to time, he is testing them also. He is making them to surrender. Aditi surrenders. Surrenders, and how big austerity it was for 15 days, fasting only with milk. Yeah, she did very good. That's why Lord appeared personally. Maybe if some ordinary human beings performs, they may get child, Payavrat, child, they may get, but I don't think the Supreme Personality of Godhead may appear because she was instructed by her Pati Guru, Kashyap Muni. So she got the, strength. So she succeeded in her tapasya, in her woe, and that's why it is in Bhagavatam. So she is great. And now she invoked the mercy of the Supreme Lord by her devotion. So now the Supreme Lord is going to become her son. So she has performed a really good job. Good job. Okay? We have to appreciate that. If we want to invoke the Supreme Lord's mercy, we need to put efforts. Without efforts, nothing is possible in this material world. But one realization is that to become a Brahma, or to become a demigod, or to achieve something materially in this material world needs a lot of efforts. Like if somebody wants to become a Brahma, they have to work hard. For many lifetimes, they have to do tapasya to become an Indra, like that. Also, the Karma Kanda session of Vedas guides the jivas to perform big austerities. But whereas to get Krishna Prema, the effort is not so hard. So hard. It's simple. Krishna says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, Yome Bhaktya Prayachati, Tadaham Bhakti Ubhatram, Ashnami Prayadatmanah. Devotion, pure devotion is simple, not so complicated. Pure devotion never says that you fast for only with water, only with milk. No such heavy rules are there. Our Guru Parampara has given us, simple simple way to invoke the mercy of the Supreme Lord. We achieve much greater than all this big austerity. If somebody is performing big austerity and achieve the position of Indra, but we don't perform big austerity, but we perform pure devotional service, but we get Krishna Prema. But here, this is the Lord's arrangements. These demigods are Lord's agents, and they are here to become their servants and perform their perform means they assist the Lord in his pastimes. So that's why they are asking all these things. But for us, it is very clear that we don't ask anything material. But if we are materially afflicted, we surrender to Krishna through devotional service. Solving, not solving, is up to him. So this question always arises, to ask or not to ask. Many devotees, they ask me, Mataji, what to do? To ask or not? We are suffering means itself is that we are asking. We are suffering. In an higher level, the devotees, they don't suffer. They cannot suffer. In an higher level, in the Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma Nashochati Nakanshati. So in Brahma Bhuta level, no suffering. They don't suffer. They understand and then they tolerate. So for us in the lower level, Krishna will give us when we surrender, when we cry before him. He gives us the tolerance if he is not going to solve the problem. He may solve the problem. It is up to him. So we take the necessary action like Mother Aditi did. She performed. So here the system in Vedic system is very clear. If you do it with full 100% perfection, result is there. Result is there. So she got the result. But in our lives, we may invoke the mercy of the Supreme Lord. We may be answered, we may not be answered. So you try to understand this point. Sometimes we may not be answered, but we don't know why this particular material problem is not solving, or why is not solving. Maybe after some time we will understand that Lord had a bigger nice plan for us. He has given us a wonderful thing. At that time, maybe the suffering time, we may not understand that why I am suffering, why this pain is given to me. But later, after we cross over the problem, we will realize, oh, for this, Krishna has made me to undergo this purification. So we, in all stages, we surrender to him. So there are, so our prayer, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare is surrender prayer. It is not exactly Sri Krishna Saranam Mama, but it is a surrender prayer only. Our mood should be that, Krishna, I surrender unto you. In my good times or in bad times. In bad times, we surrender nicely, like Gajendra, like Aditi. So then, we get a little bit boost in our devotional life. We run fast. Okay. Here I end. So I expect your comments, dear devotees. Now you can comment or ask questions. Hare Krishna. No doubts. Everything is clear.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Mataji.
Jyoti.
Yes, Mataji, how to know that whatever is happening is Krishna's arrangement, even if he is not reciprocating?
How to know? The Shastra says it is everything is his arrangement only. Clearly says he is the supreme controller. He is the maintainer. He is the creator. He is the maintainer. He is the controller. He is a kala. He is time. Everything is under his control. Shastra says. Directly, he may not come and say, okay, Jyoti, I arranged your marriage. Jyoti, I I made you this. No, he may not say directly. Directly, we may not perceive. Through Shastra, we perceive that it is his arrangement.
Mm.
Sometimes it is difficult to, very difficult. The mind will not come under control. It may cry or lament or, it may criticize some people also. But, you should understand the pure devotees, they don't feel any pain. Why? Because they know that the ultimately it is from Krishna only. So, but for us it is difficult. But again and again, by studying Shastra, we get to know that the Supreme Controller is doing everything.
And Mataji, should we ask something from Krishna, spiritual things? Should we pray for that, or we should only surrender and we should only think that it is Krishna's arrangement and we should not disturb his arrangement, and whatever he is doing for us, that is the best for me. So in that case, we shouldn't.
Spiritual or material, we can ask him. When he doesn't give, then also we should continue to go ahead with our devotional service. Ultimately, we should not ask. Ultimately, yadi dasyasi me kaman varam stam varadashava kamanam hridayam ashumroham bhavati. Ultimate prayer of Prahlad Maharaj, he says, you please take out all material desire from the core of my heart. That is the ultimate prayer. But we are not in that ultimate, we understand that. But we are not in the ultimate state, right? So now we ask him. Now we ask him, yeah, I desire. These desires are coming. Slowly, slowly, by practicing pure devotional service, by hearing about pure devotional service, a day will come that we will become like a Kolavech stealer. You know Kolavech stealer?
No, Mataji.
You don't know. In Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela,
Okay, Kola Vicha Sridhar.
Kolavech,
Okay, yeah.
the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lakshmipati is here. He's asking, I will give you everything. He said, I
Mm-hmm.
don't want anything. You see how content he was. No, I don't want anything. If we are there, no, I will do this project. I will, if imagine if I am there, I will ask, no, I want to construct a old age home in Mayapur. Please give me money. We will say something. I want to do this project, that project. He is very content. He says, I'm selling some banana leaves and I'm getting some Lakshmi that I use in the worship of Ganga and a small hut. I'm satisfied, Krishna. I don't want anything. So that is a pure devotion. It's ultimate level. We are not in ultimate level. He knows, Krishna knows that he takes us in every step. He is there with us and is pushing us. This Hare Krishna Maha Mantra chanting is Krishna himself. Krishna. So taking Krishna to reach Krishna. But Krishna is with us, like, mother is taking the child with her hand. So Krishna is there. He will take us to according to our capacity. This I was discussing with one very great devotee. He said, if you want to, Mataji, he said, if you want to go back home, back to Godhead in this very lifetime, you need to really be very strong. Are you ready? Or if you say, no, I will come slowly, many lifetimes, because, we are very scared of material sufferings, right? If some discomfort comes, we collapse. Some throat pain, we stop chanting. Some uncomfortable things, we stop everything. This lifetime, if you want to achieve, go through. Struggle will be there. Maybe I heard, if you are very determined, in rest of the lifetimes, for example, one has to go to 10 lifetimes. All these 10 lifetime suffering is given here. But Krishna knows how to make you strong and then take you. So now he knows, he is there within our heart. He knows how to take this jiva towards me, he knows, so we surrender at any stage. We surrender. Then ask also, simultaneously we ask material also, spiritual also. He knows. Through Guru Parampara, he guides us, he takes us. So,
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Pranam.
keep going. But yesterday should be better than, today should be better than yesterday. Like that, we continue.
And Mataji, if we want to make ourselves stronger, that, yes, we want to do it in this life only. I know it is not possible, but that desire should be there. So to cultivate that desire, that yes, I want to go and I want to strengthen my suffering capacity and everything, so that I may be able to go to Krishna very easily and sooner than before. So how to cultivate that desire also?
Package is given. See, Prabhupada given us the package. For regulative principle, 16 rounds, getting up early, read, associate with devotees. Package is given. You continue. Nothing is new. I'm not going to say new technique. I hide.
But Mataji, right now in chanting also we are not attentive. I am not attentive.
Yeah.
In 2-3 rounds are okay, but then my mind is running. So how can it feels like impossible.
No, we keep struggling. Like how Gajendra was struggled for 1,000 years. A point comes. Krishna waits for our 100% surrender and continue. See, we can surrender for timely. Okay, the demigods surrender timely. Then material opulences are given. Then again they forget. Again they get the slap from Maya. Again they surrender. It is on and off going. Like that also we are. We are also mixed devotees. We are not in the pure devotees thing. So when we satatam, when we become satatam kirtayantomam, nirantara bhajan, when we become, that stage will come. Now slowly, we are like picking up. When we become 100%, and that should not stop thereafter. For example, we are okay. Krishna is very merciful. Krishna is giving us spiritual world. Fine, no? Happy we are. He is ready to award us spiritual world. But if we go there, we may not survive there. That's what devotees are saying. Krishna will definitely give us the spiritual world. He is ready to give. But we will not survive there unless we become 100%. And we may not like it. We cannot survive there. That's the point. So we practice pure devotional service here, then we go there. And then we become the spiritual world. Krishna is ready to award us. So this is recently I heard from devotee one lecture. So my point is, we will try as much as possible. Don't say impossible. It is possible. Otherwise, if it is impossible, Guru Parampara will not will not motivate us towards pure devotional service. They will give us karma kanda. Okay. If it is impossible, Krishna Prema is impossible, then Guru Parampara, they would not have preached all these things. So it is possible. So we will try. Difficult, but difficult. Surely difficult because we have so much material desires. It's unlimited. So we are working on it. We should work on it.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Pranam.
Kamila.
Pranam Mataji. Mataji, to chant our rounds attentively, one Mataji asking one group how it is possible because she's studying, she goes to college, and maybe I think she also works, so she has difficulty to chant her rounds attentively. So is it okay? Does it help if we chant with some devotees together? Because or for example, myself, when I chant on my own, sometimes mm, if I'm tired, I might not hear. I will just say Hare Krishna, but I'm kind of sleeping. But I'm not hearing the holy names attentively. When I chant with someone, so Mataji, then it helps me to focus. Although sometimes my mind also goes to different places. It doesn't hear only the holy names. So would you suggest, what is your advice? Would you suggest to chant together with Matajis? Because I know some Matajis also, they prefer to chant on their own. So it's okay, I guess. Does it depend on each individual, like what works for them? Or do you have, what is your advice on chanting on our own or chanting together? Or it really depends on our mood or preference?
Chanting, whatever you chant, you should hear. But when
Mm-hmm.
you are chanting, you may not clearly hear. So you make sure that you can do group chanting, but you make sure
Mm-hmm.
whatever you chant that you hear clearly.
Mm-hmm.
That way it is okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it works for different people different. I cannot do group chat.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do, I
Mm-hmm.
chant in a place where everybody is chanting, but our chanting is not disturbed. Means the
Oh.
next person is not chanting so loudly so that I cannot chant. Normally, I chant in a place where if I chant in the temple, many are chanting, so only some
Mm,
noise is coming. But in one place, only some few Matajis are there, and we don't disturb each other. But we chant very attentively, very carefully. It's a nice place, so I chant there mostly. Uh,
mm,
Mostly, I prefer to chant alone, not with the group, because
mm,
by seeing them I get distracted. So when I chant, I
mm,
have this Hare Krishna Maha mantra in writing. I see that I have a frame. I see that and chant, or I see this Lord and chant. Some photo should be there for me. Or in temple also there is a Antaryami Paramatma picture painted that I see and chant. Like that, I need something to see and then chant, and I hear carefully. But if I sit near to some Matajis, and if they chant very loudly, then I get disturbed. So
mm,
even in the group, I seclude myself and chant, and I don't speak in between.
mm,
It's like for 2 hours, I keep like Maunavrata. I switch off the phone and
mm,
throw it away. I keep the phone
mm,
away. If I keep the phone with me, then it's a big disturbance for me.
mm.
People call us, so I keep it away, and then
Okay, Mataji.
phone should not be there. Definitely,
Mm,
it is a big distraction. Without phone
yeah.
only, I chant my rounds. Um,
Mm,
yeah, it depends on each individual. If an
mm,
individual is comfortable with the group chanting, it's okay. But I have seen devotees chanting in the group, in the WhatsApp or in the Zoom meeting or something like that. For
mm,
I cannot focus. For me, it is not because
mm,
there you see who are coming, there you operate the phone like that.
mm.
It's a
Yeah.
different purpose. So
Mm,
I use spiritually, but while chanting, I don't want phone.
yeah.
So chanting, one tip for chanting, for you said, no, your friend is not able to focus because, but chanting time, you have to advise your mind one thing. This time you have given for chanting, be be peaceful. Yeah, we have unlimited problems. They come and
Mm,
disturb us. But we have to tell one thing to the mind again and again. Our mind will not listen easily. You have to tell, hey, keep quiet. Okay. Yeah, problems are there. Yes, you have to cook. Yes, your son has to go to school. Yes, somebody's sick in the house. Yes. Now you have allotted this time, maybe one round for carefully chanting. So keep quiet. That's it.
mm.
Now
Okay.
start. Now cut off. So you keep the mind cut off. The you chant, no, that and your mind chanting should go. You should hear
Mm,
only what you say. This is very
mm,
important. And chanting, very important is hear what you say. Like you are all attentive today in the class. You are hearing carefully what I am saying. But If some other loud music is there, you cannot hear. Even if somebody, all of you switch on your mic, then Zoom connection, what I am speaking will not be clear to you, right? Like that, the mind is making big noise. That should be shut off. Try. Every day it is a trial. Every day we have to try that. They speak, the mind speak. You know how to shut off and then practice. You chant and hear. And that sometimes it looks very mechanical. But still you practice that. Then, in 16 rounds, one round maybe, in 16 rounds, we have 1728 Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. In that, some 10-15 maybe attentive mantras. Yes. So like that, one Maharaj said that in the 16 rounds, if somebody is chanting perfectly, purely, heard all the mantras, then that is pure devotion. That is perfection. Yeah, that we want to achieve, we will achieve. We'll try. Okay. So now question goes to Bhakti. Bhakti Mataji. Bhakti? Yes.
Hare Krishna. Can
Yes.
you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
My question is based on the lecture that if any situation occurs, how can we differentiate that it is Krishna's plan or was it our desire that it happened? How can we differentiate?
See, now whatever is happening in this material world is according to the Jiva's desires. Jiva's desire, Krishna arranges in such a way that we get slapping, then we surrender to him, then it's combined action, we can say, combined action. We suffer or we enjoy because of our karma. We suffer or enjoy because of our karma. In this situation, Krishna has designed a package for us. You decide this, you undergo suffering, then you surrender to me. You decide this, you enjoy and then suffer, then come to me. Like that. All these things, arrangements are by him. But particularly, like for example, I'm a female. I have this bodily problems. I have this plus and this minus is all a package which I have done in the previous lives. So it's managed by the Supreme Lord. Okay. Everything is managed by the Supreme Lord, but I decide all these things. Testing comes to the pure devotees, not to us. Krishna directly deals and directly involves with the pure devotees. With us and all, our karma is taking us, but a point will come where karma will be finished and Krishna will take over. Okay. Now it's time that my devotee completely surrendered to me. So now I will take over his life. So in such kind of devotee's life, everything is designed by Krishna. So sometimes such devotees undergo heavy test also. So I remember one pastime of one Ramdas, a devotee of Lord Ram. So he was put into jail for 14 years. For what? He constructed a Ram temple. So he composed beautiful prayers. But inside his heart, he was terribly suffering in prison. So he asked Lord Ram, why you put me into? Then Lord replied, then otherwise these poems would not have appeared. The Lord wanted to fulfill two things. One, the karma should go. That in his previous life, he caged one bird for 14 years. So that should go. And he expected Ramdas to compose all these beautiful poems. So Krishna, for even we are not pure devotees, but he knows. We surrender little, no? Ye yatamam prapadyante tam sataiva bhajamyaham. For that little surrender, he will act. So our karma will act major, but we in between we surrender little, no? So that little, he will design, and then push us towards forward. So after coming to Krishna consciousness, after taking initiation, we raise our hand and say, yes, boss, whatever happens in our life. Yes. Vanita, yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranam Mataji.
Pranam. So ready to say yes, boss? So something happened
Yes.
in your life. You did
No, Mataji.
and something is in your life. So say yes, boss.
Mataji, like just now you said, do the best, like uh, like yesterday. You did something yesterday, but do the best today, better than yesterday.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
word you said, I have the question on this, Mataji. How to uplift ourselves from doing better than yesterday for today, Mataji?
Yeah, for example, yesterday 16 round, today 17 round. Yesterday, one verse I studied, today 2 verse I studied.
No, Mataji, just not a day difference, Mataji. Like it may be like months or years difference.
Yeah. From yesterday, you should be a better person today. If you don't change, like for example, like in previously, I was an angry person. I also told in one class that after 30 years, my anger didn't disappear means I didn't grow in my devotion. If I don't have tolerance, if I don't have developed any devotional qualities, then no difference in I have taken chanting. Okay.
Yes, Mataji, but still I feel like uh, I am I am going down than yesterday. Not in bhakti or in, but in spending my time in the service, making me down in spirituality. I feel like that, Mataji.
Yeah, feeling
Sometimes I
better is good. You try. Because always the devotee should feel that I am not doing good.
yes,
Not
Mataji.
say, no, I'm forwarding. I'm going forward. I have advanced. No. We should always feel that, I'm going down. So I have to push me more, push myself more. I should, go ahead, like that mood. But try.
Yes, Mataji. I have one more question, Mataji. Uh, being in spirituality only, like Krishna, why don't Krishna listen quickly? Or since we pray from last 2 years, 3 years, but still Krishna is not uh,
Sometimes it
accepting
may
our
take lifetimes.
prayers.
Sometimes it may take lifetimes. Lifetime.
Like
We should be patient enough. We should have, that is Shraddha. Understand? That is Shraddha. Shraddha means, how a Shraddha should be like a patient. A patient, the doctor is taking a knife and putting it in the fire and then using it to cut your tumor. Still, the patient is loving the doctor because doctor does whatever he does good for me. Who knows Tamil? Only Balishwari. I will tell this verse, you will love it. வாளால் அறுத்து சுடினும் மருத்துவன் பால் மீளாத காதல் நோயாளி போல். A doctor takes a knife which is very hot and then use it to cure your problem. Still the patient has love for the doctor. So our Shraddha should be like that. Yatha tata va vitatato lampato Matprananathastu sayeva naparaha. For many devotees, Krishna told that, I cannot repay your love. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. In Kuchela, you know the Sudama Kuchela, Sudama, the very poor Brahmana in Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
Krishna wanted to give him all wealth. He could have given when Sudama came to Dwaraka. Sudama came to Dwaraka and forgot to ask. He came. He is such a pure devotee. He thought, what I can give to Krishna. I'm so poor. Okay, from here and there he collected that puffed rice and that too, that his cloth was so dirty and okay, somehow he gave to Krishna because he felt very ashamed what I can give. So he gave his God, is my friend. He has so much pure love. And Krishna could have arranged for his, opulency from there itself. Yes or no? He didn't do.
Yes.
When he came back to his place, then he couldn't identify because palaces came up, all children were enjoying the opulence, all these things. He was wondering why all these things. Then Krishna told him that I could have given you in the Dwaraka itself, but I felt very ashamed before your devotion. So, this is ultimate. Definitely, we are restless. Don't worry. We are restless. We want this. We are adamant. We are like this temper tantrum. The children, I want this. I want this. Maybe it is initiation also. For initiation also, you may cry. I want initiation today.
Not for this Mataji, for my friend. I was asking for my friend.
The Guru gave the name also. Guru gave the name also. Guru is ready, but something in between is coming. So surrender. Okay, surrender to the situation. If this is, see, initiation is something internal. The Guru has accepted you means you are his disciple only. Initiation is a ritual, but wait. Like Rukmini waited for Krishna. Wait. Time will come. Right time will come. That time will be wonderful.
Yes,
Wonderful.
Mataji.
So for me in my life, I have got everything late. My first initiation was delayed for 4 times. 4 times Guru said, I will give you. It didn't happen first time. Second time, it didn't happen. Third time, it didn't happen. Fourth time, it happened. So that had a different purpose. I went to my spiritual master to take initiation alone. All the 3 times failed. Then he said, when I cried, and the third time failed, I cried before him. I don't know what is happening. Sometimes something happens and he is ready to give. I'm ready to take, but situation. I had to travel to South India. My mother-in-law passed away. My brother-in-law passed. Something happened 3 times. Fourth time he said, I wanted to give you initiation along with your husband. So that was his desire, Guru Maharaj's desire. And I never wanted you to take initiation alone coming forward. Oh. Then
Very
that was my
good.
mistake, and it's also happening. So some higher things will happen. Second initiation after 25 years. Can you imagine? After 25 years. First
Yes.
initiation is okay. Easily I got in that sense. After 4 times delayed, I got easily. But second initiation was impossible in my life. But after 25 years, I waited for 25 years. Or maybe I thought I am not qualified. So we should wait. That waiting period has weightage. You see, some people, I'm giving class to many Tamil devotees. Some devotees quite often come to Mayapur. When they think, they take a flight and come. Some devotees, I'm since 10 years, one Mataji is crying to come to Mayapur. 10 years. I motivate her, be patient. Be patient. The day you see the Lord will be ultimate. You be wait. She's crying every day. Every day. It's not in India. So it's not, if it is in India, I can book. If it is within my power, I can book the tickets to come. It's beyond my power also. So I say that you pray to Krishna. I will also pray. The day you come here, I will be there with you always, So 10 years, they are waiting to come to Mayapur. Many such things are happening to devotees. You be patient, whatever it is. For child, I waited for 13 years. Can any women imagine? Imagine. I remained a devotee. I continuously prayed. I did all gymnastics and devotional service. This is my personal, and I waited for 13 years. Patience, right? Yes. Wait. Ruchira Mataji. Ruchira Mataji, mute and then speak. Unmute.
Pranam Mataji.
Pranam.
Thank you, Mataji, for always guiding us. Mataji, one thing, please tell us some prayer, ideal prayer to ask Lord for pure devotional service. Like you gave us those Chaitanya Namashtakam. I'm very grateful to you. Daily I chant in the morning. So like that, just give us some prayer that we can chant that doesn't have anything material favor to ask from the Lord. And there is one more thing I would like to ask Mataji. Like, if I like for me, I don't ask I don't like to ask anything material from the Lord, but it happens that sometimes when I am I am frustrated with my situation, or there is some difficult situation, I just go to my husband or my elder son and I complain to them that I cannot take it any longer, so just do something. Maybe we are where we are putting up currently, I just don't want to live there because there is nobody here, no association, no devotee association, no relative, nothing. We are isolated here due to our business. We had to shift here, so that way I go with my complaints to them. So is it being hypocritical because I don't want to complain anything of my material circumstances to the Lord, but all the more I'm complaining to my son and husband?
Now I am opposite to you. See,
Sorry.
I was like you only. If
Oh,
something happens, I go and cry to my husband. I cry to friends. I tell everybody. Now the opposite thing is happening to me. I feel whatever suffering I undergo, I go and tell Krishna only. I feel this is you change this. You change this, yeah. But
okay, Mataji.
this your husband and son cannot do anything. Only Krishna can do. So better ask
Yeah.
Krishna only. So material we don't want to ask, but the situation
Yes.
makes us to lament,
Mm.
makes us to lament, no? We are lamenting with others.
Yes, yes. Right.
Better what you can do is, as you said, I will give you nice prayers. I have full diary full of prayers.
Yes, Mataji.
You ask
You just send in the group.
what I should do. Because all these years, honestly speaking, I was in the young stage, I came to Krishna consciousness. After marriage, immediately after marriage, we became devotees. But no child. That was motivating me with these 108 names of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I learned, somebody told you will get child, Vaishnava child. I learned for that with my Guru Maharaj's permission. But in due course of time, I am now reciting that to glorify. I am in Dham. I am in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace. And always during that Gaur Purnima, this should be chanted particularly on Gaur Purnima day between 6 to 8:30. Don't forget. So, you see, every day before the deity, I am chanting. This is the advancement. I chanted it for some motivation to get some child. But ultimately, that prayer also brought me to the pure level over a period. Okay, for anything, you say, take Bhagavatam prayers and our Sampradaya, our Shastra prayers are pure devotions only, mostly. And in that, I have selected some easy ones. Sanskrit is difficult. So I have selected easy ones. Kunti Maharani prayer, wonderful. Gajendra prayer, wonderful. And Jagannath Ashtakam, Krishna Ashtakam, Mukunda Ashtakam. These are all in my memories. Brahma Samhita and Mukundamala Stotram. Mukundamala Stotram is ultimate. Many wonderful things are there. And many Tamil prayers, because I am Tamil, so I learned many Tamil prayers, which is helping me. And so I think in Tamil. So I pray here in To Radha Madhav, I go and pray the Alvar's prayers. So like that. So I will give you some easy ones. Everything is handwritten. Anyway, I will. Or one day we will keep only for these prayers. If you're all are interested, I'll select this prayer, type them, and then put it as screen share, and then we will discuss them. There are many.
Yes, Mataji, that would be great if others are also willing. We can
Yeah,
discuss
yeah.
them in
Uh,
one class.
That is this book is full of prayers. My prayer book. I have old diary. Now this is the new diary. I'm not very good in system and seeing things in system. I write and recite, and I would like to. So many wonderful prayers are there. In that, some health prayers. For health, also, I do some prayers. So, ultimately, I surrender to Krishna, and there are Saranagati prayers. Saranagati prayers. The pujaris do deity worship prayers and forgiveness prayers. Forgiveness prayers, Saranagati prayers, and glorifications, Bhagavatam prayers, easy ones. So it's a big collection. So we'll go through one day. Or if you come, you take the diary and copy. Or we will make it. One devotee made it in a file and sent it to me long before. So we will do some arrangements like that when great Jyoti Mataji and Kamila are there as assistants. They're doing wonderful.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, they are helping
Yeah,
a lot.
in putting the thing.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Very nice.
Mhm.
If you are interested, because
No, no.
many devotees are interested in many things. I'm more interested in learning some verses and praying. So that was my very interesting devotional service. Chanting is there 2 hours, but I want to do many prayers, our prayers, Acharya's prayers, like that, as much as possible. So all those prayers come into my memory also when all these 10 years in Mayapur, when I go to Darshanarti, Mangalarti, the mind wavers. In Kirtan also mind goes here and there. To bring back the mind, this is a personal thing which I am sharing with you all. So the singer is singing, the main devotee is singing, Samsara Dava Nalalida Loka. I know this. So my mind will not fit there. So that time I chant one, Krishnaya Vasudevaya, Devaki Nandanaya Cha, Nandagopa Kumaraya, Govindaya Namo Namah. One sloka I do that there. Then he goes to the next verse. Mahaprabhu ki, that also I know. So I chant now. In between I chant one or two verses like that I go. Because if my mind wanders here and there, that time I bring the mind through some small simple prayers and come back to the prayer again. Like that. Otherwise, I get distracted. Some Mataji is pushing, some Mataji is doing some, diya here. So much distraction will be there. Some will take photo. When some will take photo, I get really irritated because this phone and then photos. Rare occasion, okay, but always if somebody is taking photos, that in Mangalarti, in Darshanarti, videos, I get really irritated. So to keep my mind from all these distractions, I made myself, okay, I recite these many prayers before the Lord. So I recite. So my mind is a very, very bad mind. So as much as possible, we will focus, chant different mantras. Nice if that is your like we have the same likings. I would like to give my diary to you. You please take it and recite.
Great fortune for me, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Correct.
Please accept my humble obeisance.
Correct. Correct. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, you are saying about reciting something in front of deities. I also sometimes feel whenever I go, I recite Mataji, but sometimes mind distracts here and there. But still, we recite. But there is no concentration on that particular verse or sloka, but still we recite. How is that, Mataji? What about this?
Slowly, he will give you the. See, if Kunti Maharani chanted one time, if we chant the same prayer for a lifetime, it will work because we are not focusing. The difference, I'm saying, it will work because medicine we are diluting and taking. If we are taking
Yes,
concentration, it will work immediately. This
yes, Mataji.
for Kunti Maharani, Krishna was there personally. For us, he is not same prayer. Also, we say he is not even bothered. Why? Because we are not saying with the same mood. So that we have to repeat. Like children are writing imposition. Now it's not going inside the memory or mind. So the teacher told, okay, write imposition. Some choose one time. They are like that. Okay. So we will write impositions. Repeat again and again, again and again. Bring the mind back.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Okay. So thank you all. Keep coming. So otherwise, here I am. So much festival is going on. This time is a very nice Maharaj. When my singer Maharaj is singing, I missed it live. He's a great singer. But for your sake, I thought some girls, all this Kamila and all, Kamila, Jyoti, all this Ruchira Mataji, all these Matajis are waiting for me. So I sacrificed that and I gave class. And when I started the class, only one was there. Okay, even for one, I have to do. So I continued. All this Matajis came. Thank you very much. So,
Hare Krishna Mataji. I have a question.
yeah,
Pranam Mataji.
Pranam. Happy to see you. I will see you, your child. Very nice. Small.
Please listen.
You see, this is a devotee child. Through Bhagavatam only, she joined our Bhagavatam prayers. Now the prayers have come.
Yes,
Very,
ma'am. She used to see the picture of Krishna and she stopped crying
very,
after seeing it.
this is nice. Very nice. Very nice. Any question?
So, yes, Mataji, now less time for chanting and also how will I do? I
You
mean,
do that counter. You have that counter? Do you have that counter?
I have only chanting beats.
Okay. Next time, if somebody or if possible, we will send or ask some devotees to give you. There is a counter that you have to hold it because beats you may not be able to complete. The mothers are allowed to chant in the counters. So you chant whenever possible. You feed the child and chant. You have to now balance like that only. And
And
it's very
yes,
understandable. So time will be difficult because 24 hours you are busy now. Until the child grows up, mothers have tough time, but it is very important. You take care of the child. Along with that, you have to do bhakti. I have given a separate class for this.
so is it on WhatsApp group?
Yeah,
Is it?
it is in YouTube. How with young children you can do bhakti. That is there. I will send it to you. Please listen. How many tips I have given there. Okay.
Okay, Mataji. So that counter, can I keep it on bed or can I sit on bed and do that?
You can.
Because
Some
I'm
they find a string like this. Like the delegates are having one thing, and then in that they hang. I have seen some Matajis. They hang like this in the neck always. And then they chant like that, tuck, 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 that sound will come. Some, it is like a ring also. Here one, that is electronic, it is not very, I don't like it. But this one, manual is a bit, this electronic is, no, sometimes it doesn't work or I don't know. I'm not comfortable. So you can chant with that counter. Count.
so
It,
that doesn't need any.
it shows you number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 7, 2, 8, you have to chant.
Okay.
Or 16.
Okay.
1, 7, 2, 8. It goes above that. 4-digit number comes in that. So 1 means 1, 0, 0, 1 it will show. So it's a counter, it's available everywhere. Or if
Okay.
it's ISKCON temple, you can get it. You
Yeah,
chant.
I Japa app. There's an app, Japa app is there on Google Play Store.
I'm not hearing. Maybe volume has reduced. Hare Krishna. It's full only here.
Yeah, there is a Japa app on.
No, those things I don't follow. Anyway, if you want to follow, you follow. I don't know. I go into, as I said in the class, I told that I don't want this mobile phone, all this adjust. It is a big distraction for me. If you are comfortable, you go ahead.
Okay.
As much as possible, with children also, we should avoid this phone. Yeah, she has given the YouTube link for my lecture, I think, Baleshwari. So phone, this electronic gadget, all these things, if you avoid, it is better as much as possible.
Okay, ma'am.
Only for Krishna conscious things, if you use it, nice. Otherwise, it's a big distraction. We go into that and we go in somewhere else. So better phone, these things, you leave it, because child also will be affected by the waves. So phone, as much as possible, you keep aside and take care of her very nicely.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Any other question? Okay, thank you. Vanchakalpadarubhasya kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you, Hare Krishna.